Hi, welcome for our online training sessions from RTL Technologies. In our previous video, we talked about what is cloud, what are different cloud-based companies we have, what is Oracle Cloud, what are different Oracle Cloud products we have, all this we have discussed. Now we are going to talk about the cloud environments. Environments are nothing but a servers. Whenever we decide, yes, I want to use the cloud, what are the different options or different environments we have? That's what we are going to discuss. Before we go for talk about this particular slide, let me just go for how the clients will come in. Okay. So I'll take one example here a real-time example. So we have Heritage Corporation. It's one of the retail industry. Retail food industry. It's there in only in India. In India, they have around 500 outlets. They have 500 outlets. In every outlet, let's say 20 employees are working. It's 10,000 employees total headcount. Total headcount is 10,000 employees. So all these 10,000 employees every day they'll come to office and they perform day-to-day operations. They'll purchase the goods, they'll sell the goods, they'll create invoices, they'll make the payments under. Now, Heritage Corporation, so far, they are maintaining their own server. They are using their own server so far. Let's say since 2011. They are in the business 2011. Till date, they are using their own servers. That's what we call it as an on-premise. On-premises, they have some other ERP product. Let's say they have their own custom ERP. Custom means they have developed their own. Now their business is vast and it's very difficult to maintain all the information in the servers because no business has been completely digitalized. 24/7, your application should connect to the internet. Otherwise, it's very difficult to share the information to our employees, our suppliers, our customers, to our public also, including our banks also. Everything is integrated. Everything is digitalized, right? So then this client has decided to go with Cloud ERP. They decided to go with Cloud ERP. So how they will communicate with us? They'll go for Oracle Corporation because this company has developed this software called Oracle Applications. Oracle Applications. Yeah. Now this client has decided I don't want to use finance or supply chain management. I just wanted to go with only HCM. In HCM also, I don't want to go for all. I wanted to go with only global HR and payroll and options management and talent management. Only these modules I wanted to buy the license and go ahead with that. We don't call as a license in the cloud. Terminology which we use in the cloud is a subscription. License means you are going to buy the software and install in your servers. Right now, Oracle is not giving the software to install in our servers. What Oracle is telling, I have a server, I have the software, I am ready to maintain all this 24/7. Just you connect to my application and start using the application. If you use the application, means if your employees use my application, then pay the amount. Otherwise, no need to pay the amount. 24/7, our servers will be on. That is our responsibility. We will take care of it. So once a Heritage company has decided, yes, I wanted to go with Oracle Fusion Cloud ERP software, Oracle Fusion Applications, Cloud ERP software. In that, I decided to go with human capital management with 4 modules. After that, if I feel that, yes, the product is fine and flexible for my business, then I'll see next modules or next other finance or supply, whatever it is. So once the Heritage Corporation has got subscription from Oracle, then this is a empty product, right? So we don't find any data. It's a fresh instance, we call it as. Fresh instance will be given to the client. Then client has to configure everything. When I say configure everything, they have to create their company name, they have to create their branch names, they have to enter their employees' names, they have to maintain their employees' jobs, positions, grades, locations, managers, salaries, their personal information, their employment information, compensation information. All this they are supposed to enter. That's what we call it as an implementation. setups, configuration, we call it. For this, what Heritage company will do is they can prefer Oracle company itself. They can give this project to Oracle company itself, or they can give it this project for Oracle partners. They can give it for Oracle partners. Who are the Oracle partners? Thousands of people are there. TCS is there, Infosys is there, Wipro we have, Accenture we have Deloitte, we have thousands of customers across the world, gold partners, silver partner. Okay, so like that, different options we will find again in the partnership. So this client can give this project to any of these companies, then they'll start doing the project. Let's say TCS has got the project. So Heritage company has got the license, subscription, all the details from Oracle Corporation. Heritage somehow is not interested to go with Oracle company for implementation. They decided to go with the TCS. They are also Oracle partners. They got license to go for implementation. So here TCS, what they do is they'll start hiring the functional consultants as well as the technical consultants, functional and technical. So first functional consultant will start the project. Okay, so here whenever the project is started, there will be two environments. One is SaaS model, another one is PaaS model. Okay, so this is just project how it will come. SaaS model is nothing but a software as a service. PaaS model is nothing but a platform as a service. Okay, so in SaaS model, we will find these options. Here, this image will give you the complete information about the servers in the cloud environment. First one is on-premises. On-premise is nothing but own servers. This is happening from 1995 to till date. Some of clients are still using the own server. Few people have started migrating from their servers to cloud environment. Okay, so on-premises means everything you have to manage, everything. So all the operations you have to take care of, DBAs, functional, technical, software, server, storage, networking, admin people, everything is the control of the client and the risk of the clients. Okay, infrastructure as a service, nothing but client says that I don't want any software from you. I just need your servers. I just need your servers. I will go for build my own applications. No problem. I have Java, I have Python, I have some other tools, and I'm ready to build myself applications. I'm ready to use your tools and build the products also. Just I need your servers to maintain my data, everything. That is the infrastructure as a service. Okay. Now these two comes for the Fusion applications, platform as a service, software as a service. So whenever you are working with Fusion applications, maybe you are working in the SaaS model, or you are working with the PaaS model, or you are working with the PaaS model. 90% of the projects are in SaaS model now. SaaS model is very less price. Of course, there will be some limitations. You cannot extend your business logic whatever the way you want. There will be some limitations. Small and medium scale companies, clients, they are okay with SaaS model. When it comes for platform as a service, this is individual clients, dedicated servers will be allocated by the Oracle to the customers. So here, dedicated servers, you can manage your application whatever the way you want. You can manage your database. Manage means you can add new objects, you can go for customize existing object, you can extend your objects like the way whatever you want. For example, you want to write one program, right? So it's not possible in SaaS model. So you have to go with the PaaS, platform as a service. Okay. So in SaaS model, there are some limitations, and PaaS model, no limitations. It's a dedicated server will be allocated to the customer. Customer can go up to any level, whatever they want. They can develop, customize, extend, personalization, everything they can manage here. So big clients, definitely they go for PaaS model, platform as a service. For functional consultants, whether it is SaaS model or PaaS model is same, we don't find any difference. But if it is a PaaS model, if client says that some new business requirement, obviously we have to design the process and we have to inform to our technical people and design the flow, business flow, and make sure that the flow has covered each and every point, whatever is required for the clients, and it has been deployed and tested and delivered to the client. That type of work will be more. So in the SaaS model, generally it will be 8 months to 1.5 year duration projects, minimum 8 months, maximum 1.5 year. PaaS model is nothing but minimum 2 years, maximum 4 or 5 years project will be there. It's up to the client and up to the client objects needs to be developed or customized, and the flexibility testing, this all things. Okay. So whenever we are going for any interview point of view, if they ask us, you are working in Fusion applications, fine. You are working in human capital management, fine. You are working as a functional consultant, good. Which modules? Global HR, payroll, options, and talent. So which environment? What is your model? Is it a SaaS model or PaaS model? So we can say that SaaS model, software as a service. Even if you say PaaS model, also nothing wrong, because we are a functional guys. Setups are common whether in SaaS or PaaS model. If it is for technical consultants, in the SaaS model, very less work will be there. But in PaaS model, there will be a lot of tools they can go for apply. In SaaS model, as I said, technical work is reporting. They can go for reporting, personalization, extract, and then they can go for data load, HDL. When it PaaS model, all these things will be covered. In the PaaS environment, all these things will be covered, including this. They can go for build a new application, new forms, VBCS. They can create new database objects like tables, views, indexes, package, procedure, function. They can write Java programs, JCS, Java Cloud Service. They can go for integrations, nothing but an automation, OACS, Oracle Integration Cloud Services. These tools they can go for apply. Okay. So this all options are available only if the client is going for PaaS model, platform as a service. So this is going to be a huge implementation. There will be a lot of work on this. And for functional, it's common, whether it's a SaaS model or PaaS model, our job is designing the setups, configurations, testing, resolving the issues. And if it is support project tickets, this is all we are going to do it. Okay. So let me just go for show the introduction of the application, how it looks like. Let me go for it here. So whenever we are going to work with Fusion applications, first we'll be getting the URL. So once we get an URL, get credentials, log into the applications here. Now we are connecting to the cloud. In the cloud also, we are connecting to the ERP application called Fusion applications. There will be two menus in Fusion applications. One is user menu. Another one is navigator. This navigator and this springboard, both are same, no difference. Whatever the menus you have in the navigator, whatever the menus we have in the navigator, sales, service, me, procurement, my client groups, help desk, whatever the options you have here, same thing we will find here also. Same thing we'll find here also. Okay. And as a functional consultant, our job is mainly with this user name, user menu, setup and maintenance. Here only we'll perform all our setups and we'll maintain our setups. Maintain is nothing but manage, edit, update, delete, create. This is all we will do. All the setups we will be performing here. Once we do the setups, then we are supposed to test it. Okay. When you want to test, you have to perform some transaction. That will do it from the navigator. So it's very simple. User menu is used to manage setups. Navigator menu is used to perform the transactions. Nothing but testing your business data, whatever we have done the setups here. 90% our work will be here only. Here only we'll do the setups. Whatever the setups we have done, obviously we are supposed to test ourselves. We'll have a navigator. So whenever we are working in the real time, as a functional consultant, we will have the access to user menu because we have to do the setups. We have to do the setups, this setup and maintenance. We call it as FSM, Functional Setup Manager. Here only we'll do the setups. We can call it as admin also. Okay, so here we do the setups. Once we do the setup, we are supposed to test it, right? Then I'll have a permission to navigate also. So as we are a software developers, we are the functional consultant. So our username will have both access, implementation access as well as the transactional access, because we have to implement the product. Means we have to do the setups and test that setup is working or not. That. But when once we do the implementation, for example, we have developed this product implementation in development instance, then we migrated from development to testing. Again, we have tested. Then we migrated from testing to production environment. In the production, who will use this application? Client will use. Client means your client employees. So finally, we are informing to Heritage that we implemented all these 4 modules. From tomorrow onwards, your employees can maintain all day-to-day transactions by logging to this application. They don't need to use any other software, Excel sheets or any manual process. They can go with this. Okay, so total employees, they can log into the applications and they can perform. So they'll have the access to navigator only. We don't give the permission to the setup and maintenance because they disturb the setups, right? I don't need to give this admin access to client employees. Client employees' job is they have to log in into the navigator. Into the navigator also, we don't give all permission. For example, employee is working for Bangalore branch. When employee log into Bangalore branch, he is working then he should access only Bangalore branch data. He should not access any other Hyderabad branch or Delhi or California or New York other branch data. Right. That's why we will maintain the security. That is also our responsibility. As a functional consultant, we have to discuss with the client how many levels you want security, how many levels you want approvals, how many levels you need a permissions for the application access, data access. This all we have to discuss and prepare a document and configure those roles and implement this server access and assign to employees. Make sure that it's working or not. Testing also should be done. Okay, this is completely our responsibility. We are supposed to do it. We call it as the roles as well as the security. Okay. So this we call it as FSM environment, Functional Setup Manager. So here only we are going to perform all our operations. So just now we discussed that Fusion Applications as an ERP software. It has got financials, human capital, services, procurement, sales, and other. Then where is human capital? Here I'm getting list of names. I can see the logos also. Go to actions, go to offerings. Both are same. Here text menu is there. Here logos we have. Just graphical information. That's all. I can see finance. I can see procurement. I can see order management, project management, product. Okay. I could see other. Then where is human capital? Supply chain is there. Student material is there. It means any universities are going to manage this, their employees. Nowadays, universities are having some thousands of employees. So they can manage all their information in this ERP software, right? That is also one of the offering provided by Oracle. For public sector also, public means government. For public sector also, Oracle has provided the modules so that they can easily manage the information here. When it comes for human capital management, as we have already discussed, it's mainly 3 offerings. Workforce deployment, workforce development, compensation management. I could see here, workforce development, workforce deployment, and compensation management. When we combine all these 3, it's a human capital management. As I said, it's up to the client what modules they want to implement. The moment when for example, you joined in the project and they given the credentials, you want to know which offerings has been enabled for your client. What you can do is just enter into the FSM environment by going to the user menu, setup and maintenance. Once you come back to here, then let's go to actions menu, go to offerings. I want to know which one is enabled. Select compensation management. Right side, you can find status enabled. Done. How about deployment? Enabled. How about development? Is enabled. Again, in the deployment, I want to know which feature is enabled. In deployment, there are a number of features. Global HR module is there, payroll is there, options is there, talent management. I want to know which modules has been enabled, which features are enabled. For example, digital signature is there. Some client says that I don't want. Okay, so you don't need to buy that license. Like how we will buy the cars. When we go for car showroom, we will find different variants, right? Based on the variant, price will be there. Based on the variant, features will be there. Some customer says that I don't want these features, right? Depends, automatic or stereo, alloy wheels or sky wrap. Okay, like that, they will have different seaters and all. Same way, the product also here. Okay, so where do we find that particular feature? So here we can find description and change features opt. What are the features has been implemented for this particular area? So it's all part of our syllabus. We'll be talking about that syllabus here, next level. Okay, so here we can find whether those features has been enabled or not. Based on the features, we will find, as I said, client can go with only two modules, payroll and global HR is default. That's why you don't find global HR name here. As I said, it's a mandatory module. So without global HR, you cannot go for implement human capital management. So that's why it's there by default. It will be enabled. Okay. So that's how we can just try to find out which offerings has been enabled for our client the moment when we learn. This is just an image introduction in the application. Let me explain the syllabus for what we are going to discuss. First module will be starting global HR, where we'll be starting right from the basics. As it is the first module, we'll go a little bit slow. Slow in the sense we are new to the ERP and navigations part also it's very new because it's a new application. In the initial stage, it takes a couple of days time to understand the navigations and other access and all. So we'll talk about implementation process, enterprise structure, how we'll configure workforce structure, and how we'll define the trees, nothing but hierarchies. And then workforce lifecycle, like employee hire, transfer, global transfer, terminations, rehire. What are the problems we'll face during these transactions? And how to perform it, approvals, roles, securities, updates, synchronization, how we can manage the person number and worker numbers, how we will implement the employment models, like different 2-tier and 3-tier. I have mentioned here the sequence of numbers, 30 steps. When you are working in the project also, same sequence we are supposed to implement across the world for any client. You work for any client across the world, the same steps we are to implement. No changes. You can create multiple. See, I'm mentioning that employee hiring. So you can hire one employee or 100 employees or 1,000 employees or 1 lakh employees. But after employee hiring only, we'll talk about the transfers, talk about global transfer, talk about termination, talk about reverse termination, and talk about the rehire. Okay. So like that, whatever the sequence, I have mentioned the number part, like up to 30 level of setups will do it in global HR. Same steps we'll be doing in our implementation project. When you go for an entry also, they'll ask you, tell me in global HR, you are telling that last 5 years you are working and you said 4 projects you involved in all 4 projects. You are the part of global HR implementation as a team member. Can you tell me what exactly you did in all? Global HR module, I have involved end-to-end implementation, right from the enterprise structure configuration, implementation of the enterprise structure, and after enterprise structure, implementing the workforce structure, where jobs, positions, grades, departments, locations, setups, and after that, defining the hierarchies between the departments and organizations and trees, and after that, involved in the workforce life cycle, right from hire to rehire process. I involved in all these areas and tested each and every transaction, and then worked with approvals management, supervisor hierarchy, approval groups, and parallel approval groups, and also completely involved on the roles and security profiles to make sure that when employees log in, they should access only the information, whatever is associated with them, and configuration of enterprise level setups, and multiple employees update in a single transaction, call it as mass update, and synchronization part, employment model, person number, worker number setups. This is all we have done. That's how the same sequence you can explain in the interview. Same one. Not only for global HR, the next module, payroll, 20 setups, what I have specified. Next, options management module, talent management, which will combine the sub-modules, profile, goals, performance, talent review, and success and management. This, whatever the sequence I have given, same sequence, we'll do the setups and we'll explain in interview. You can create multiple, that's multiple options, that and all we get. But implementation process, we have to do in this way only. There is no question of changing that process, changing that structure. Okay. And technically, as I said, how to load the data, how to extract the data, how we can go for reporting, how we can implement the security, how we can do the personalizations. As I said, each area will have a component. We'll be discussing for one example. That's technical. We will be talking about only 20 to 30%. If at all anybody wants to be very strong technically, yes, I'm ready to learn functional with your company. And also we wanted to have the technical strong, in depth of technical. Okay, you can go for buy the videos. We will be selling the videos. You can go with buy the videos, which are available in our mobile app. Okay, directly you can go for buy from there, and it's like self-learning videos. Self-learning videos you can go for that. We have, but not the live sessions. Live we don't really have technical point of view. Then we'll be talking about the interviews point of view. In my training, each and every point is important. We cannot separate. This is not important. This is not. My training will go purely practical based, and whatever we talk about in the interviews point of view, and we are going to talk about in the project, whatever we do in the project. We are very strong in the interview point of view because a lot of students who comes to RTL Technologies is mainly for the placements. Every student will be attending for an interview. When the interview is attended, immediately they'll post those questions in our WhatsApp group in the batch. So in those questions, whatever the things are not clear, I'll be the part of the WhatsApp group. I'll be replying on that. So each student in a batch post at least 10 questions, 100 to 150 questions comes from that batch. So we are very, very strong. In fact, some of the interview questions I used to prepare the videos and post it in my YouTube channel. So you can also go through my YouTube channel. You will come to know how we will train, how we will provide this options. Here it is. Okay. So this is about the first demo. In this first demo, I have given an idea about cloud, what is Oracle Cloud, what is Fusion Applications, HCM. Then I given just introduction, what is what in Fusion Applications login. Then I have explained about the syllabus, what we are going to cover, including this. Okay, you can also download this syllabus from this YouTube. I'll upload these 2 videos in this. In another 30 minutes, you can go for access from here. Tomorrow, we are going to have the same time, 8 o'clock. And tomorrow we'll take one real-time exercise. How we will go for hiring. The client says that I'm facing this issue, how you can resolve. So some topic will take it as a fully practical oriented. Today, 95% we have discussed theoretical part. Only 5% we have just seen the application, right? Tomorrow we'll go with complete 100% practical oriented, doing some setups in a faster way, how we can do that, so that you will have an idea. Okay, so what work we have to do in human capital, how we have to do, whether you are able to understand my explanation, because that is very important. Presentation, whatever I'm going to give, you should be able to follow it, right? So when you follow and whatever I have explained, when you are able to practice, and if you are clear with the core subject, then you can go for extend. You can, if your base is very strong, on the top of that, you can build your own floors. So the number of floors is depends on the strength of your base, right? So base is very important. So once you are clear with the base, then you can start working on that. So I'm ready to provide the subject, whatever is required according to the current market, current standard. We are very strong in the placements oriented also. If anybody is looking for the placement point of view, our number is there, you can communicate. Anyway, you can go ahead with the next 3 demos we have. Tomorrow and day after tomorrow, Tuesday onwards, our regular sessions we are going to have. Okay, thank you.